For the second round, you first need to understand where to insert the hook. Remove the crochet hook. For the first stitch of the second round, we need to insert the hook into the first stitch of the previous round. That is the stitch marked by the stitch marker. We need to insert the hook from the front, going through the entire V shape. The second stitch is located to the left of the first stitch. We need to insert the hook through the gap below the left V shape. Go through the entire V shape. The third stitch, we need to insert hook through the gap below the left V shape. Fourth stitch. Fifth stitch. Sixth stitch. Seventh stitch. Eighth stitch. Please notice that next to the 8th stitch there is a smaller V shape. This V shape is formed by the slip stitch. We do not need to crochet on this V shape. Next, start crocheting. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Tighten the loop, make sure there is some space left between the crochet hook and the loop. Make sure the loop can move freely on the crochet hook. Pass the yarn between your pinky and ring finger. Pass it through your palm between your middle finger and index finger and then hang the yarn on your index finger. Place the yarn tail behind the fabric. Hold the fabric between your thumb and middle finger. For the second round, first crochet 1 chain stitch. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. Now there is 1 loop on the crochet hook. This chain stitch looks like a V shape from the side. This chain stitch acts as a standing stitch to raise the height and is not counted as a stitch. Next, crochet 3 single crochet and 1 increase as 1 sequence. Repeat this sequence twice. The sequences will make a total of 10 stitches. First, crochet 3 single crochet. For the first one, insert the hook into the first stitch. Pull the stitch marker to the left. Insert the hook into the gap next to the stitch marker. Insert the hook through the 2 strands of the V shape. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the 2 strands of the V shape. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the 2 loops on hook. The first single crochet is completed. From the side view, it looks like a V shape. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The first stitch of every round needs to be marked with a stitch marker. For the second single crochet, insert the hook into the space below the left V shape. Insert the hook through the 2 strands of the V shape. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the 2 strands of the V shape. Yarn over the hook and pull through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. The second single crochet is completed. From the side view, there are 2 V shapes. For the third single crochet, insert the hook into the space below the left V shape. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the 2 strands of the V shape. Yarn over the hook and pull through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. The third single crochet is completed. From the side, you can see 3 V shapes. Next, crochet 1 increase stitch. An increase stitch means crocheting to single crochet into 1 stitch. First, crochet the first single crochet. Insert the hook into the gap below the left V shape to make a single crochet. Then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. Insert the hook in the same spot to make one more single crochet. One increased stitch is completed. From the side, you can see the V shapes for an increased stitch. The first sequence is finished. From the side, you can see 5 V shapes. For the second sequence, start by crocheting 3 single crochet. First, second, third, next, make an increased stitch. We need to make a single crochet in the same stitch. Now let's learn the methods of increasing stitches using single crochet. To increase using single crochet, you need to make a single crochet in the same stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. The hook head of the crochet hook should face towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press the working yarn down with the crochet hook. Rotate the crochet hook. Hook the working yarn with the hook head. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the crochet hook. Rotate the crochet hook. The hook head of the crochet hook should face towards us. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Push the loops to the back of the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn, with the hook head facing towards yourself. Wrap the hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press the hook down. Wrap the yarn around the hook once. Pull the hook to catch the working yarn. Pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. 1 single crochet is completed. Make a second single crochet in the same stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the same stitch. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. The hook head is facing towards yourself. Wrap the hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Catch the working yarn with the hook. Pull the hook. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. This way, 2 single crochet are made in the same stitch. An increased stitch is completed. Let's count the stitches. Remove the crochet hook. Start counting from the first stitch. This is the position marked by the stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't mistake this loop for a stitch. You can see that after crocheting, there are two smaller V-shapes on the side. One is formed by a slip stitch, and the other one is formed by a chain stitch. Do not crochet on them. After confirming the stitch count is correct, finish with a slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop, and tighten the loop while holding the yarn on hand. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch. That is the stitch marked by the stitch marker. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull the yarn through the two strands of the V-shape. There are two loops on the crochet hook. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. Hey, slip stitch is done. From the side view, it looks like a V-shape. This slip stitch is used to join the beginning and end, serving as a connection and is not counted as a stitch. Press down on the loop on the crochet hook with your index finger. Lift the crochet hook upwards. Tighten the slip stitch. The second round is completed. In round 3, start by making a chain stitch. This is a chain stitch. Viewed from the side, it forms a V shape. This chain stitch acts as a standing stitch. Raising the heightened is not counted as a stitch. Then crochet to single crochet. One increase into single crochet as one sequence. Repeat this sequence twice. 2 sequences will make a total of 12 stitches. In the first sequence, crochet to single crochet first. Pull the stitch marker to the left. The first single crochet is done. Remove the stitch marker to mark the first stitch. The first stitch of each round needs to be marked with a stitch marker. This helps us quickly find the first stitch of every round. A second single crochet. Next, make an increase stitch. We need to crochet to single crochet into the same stitch. Then crochet to single crochet. The first sequence is completed. From the side, you can see 6 V shapes. The second sequence begins by crocheting to single crochet. The first one. second one. Next, make an increase stitch. Crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. Then crochet to single crochet. The first one. The second one. The second sequence is completed. Please count carefully, there are 12 stitches in total. If the stitch count is incorrect, you can unravel back to the first stitch, which is the stitch marked by the stitch marker. Finally, make a slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the 2 strands of the V shape. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. 1 slip stitch is completed. From the side view, it looks like a V shape. Hold the loop down with your index finger. Lift the crochet hook to tighten the slip stitch. Round 3 is completed. Repeat the stitches from round 1 to round 3 to crochet 1 more fabric. Leave out to inch yarn tail and then cut the yarn. Do not cut the yarn on the other fabric. Now, cut the yarn on this one. Leave out to inch yarn tail and then cut the yarn. Pull the yarn tail through. The first leg is completed. You can crochet the other leg in the same way. The second one is finished. We do not need to cut the yarn for this one. In round 4, we need to change to light brown yarn for capybara. The frog does not require the color change. Now we are crocheting the capybara and need to do a color change. Take out the light brown yarn. Hold the yarn on your hand. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. Pinch the yarn tail together with the fabric. In round 4, first crochet a chain stitch. Wrap the crochet hook with the light brown yarn. Pull the yarn through the existing loop on the hook. 1 chain stitch is completed. A color change is also done. Crochet 5 single crochet and 1 increase as 1 crochet sequence on this fabric. Repeat this sequence twice. The first sequence starts with 5 single crochet. The first single crochet we need to work into the first stitch. Place the coffee-colored working yarn over the crochet hook. At the same time, place the light brown yarn tail over the crochet hook. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull the yarn through the stitch. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. The first single crochet is done. Use the stitch marker to mark the first stitch. Mark the first stitch of each round with a stitch marker. This is very important for beginners. Make the second single crochet in the next stitch. Place these yarns over the crochet hook. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull the working yarn through the stitch. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. A second single crochet is completed. The third single crochet. Place these yarns onto the crochet hook. The fourth single crochet. The fourth single crochet is completed. We can hide the yarns in 3 to 4 stitches. Cut off the coffee-colored working yarn. Tuck all the yarn tails inside the fabric. Continue crocheting the 5th single crochet. Next, make an increase stitch. The first sequence is completed. From the side you can see 7 V shapes. For the second sequence, start by crocheting 5 single crochet. The first one. The second one. The third one. The fourth one. The fifth one. Next, make an increase stitch. A second sequence is completed. Next, continue crocheting on the fabric where the yarn was cut. Similarly, you need to crochet 5 single crochet and 1 increase stitch as one sequence. Repeat this sequence twice. The first sequence. We need to crochet 5 single crochet first. First, insert the crochet hook through the first stitch. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the stitch. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. The first single crochet is completed. Remove the stitch marker. Second. Third. The fourth one. The fifth one. Next, make an increase stitch. The first sequence is completed. For the second sequence, you can crochet it yourself using the same method. The second sequence is completed. A smaller V-shape next to the last stitch of this fabric is formed by a slip stitch. We do not need to crochet on it. Now let's count the stitches. Remove the crochet hook and start from the first stitch. 1, 29. There are 29 stitches here. This shows we crocheted incorrectly. Now let's learn another way to identify stitches. The front side of the fabric also has many V-shapes like this. Each V-shape is counted as one stitch. From the front view, there are lots of V-shapes. This is a single crochet. For this kind of wider stitch, 2 V-shapes in one gap is counted as one increase stitch. We use this method to check the stitches in the last round. First, 5 single crochet, 1 increase stitch, then 5 single crochet, 1 increase stitch, 5 single crochet, 1 increase stitch, 5 single crochet. Here we crocheted incorrectly. We crocheted a single crochet as an increase stitch. So we need to undo all the stitches after this stitch. Find the stitch on the left of the last correct stitch. Place the stitch marker through one strand of the V-shape. Attach the stitch marker. Pull the working yarn to undo all the stitches on the left. Undo until you reach the stitch marker position. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Hold the yarn on hand again. Let's check here. This is an increase stitch, marking the end of the first sequence. Then crochet 5 single crochet afterward. We need to crochet 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Next, make an increase stitch. You can count the stitches again. Make sure the stitch count is correct. Finally, crochet a slit stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch to make the slip stitch. Now let's learn how to change yarn colors. We need to change the yarn at the stitch marked with the yellow stitch marker. So stop crocheting when there is still one stitch left, before the stitch marker. Preparing for color change. Insert the crochet hook under the top horizontal V shape. Pull the yarn through the insertion point with the crochet hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. This is an incomplete single crochet. In this state, change the yarn. Release the yarn in your hand. Take out the yellow yarn. Place the yellow yarn on the crochet hook like this. Pinch the yellow yarn below the crochet hook with your thumb and index finger. Use the crochet hook to catch the yellow yarn. Drag the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. Now there is 1 yellow loop remaining on the crochet hook. This completes the color change. We will find that the blue loop below is very loose. Find the blue yarn tail. Pull the yarn tail to tighten it. Then pull the yellow yarn. Tighten the yellow loop on the crochet hook. Here is the end of the yarn where we cut it. Ensure the length is at least 3 to 4 inches. Extend the yarn end. Pull the yarn on your hand. Wrap the yarn around the little finger. Pass it through the palm, between the middle and index fingers. Hang it over the index finger. Pinch the yarn tail below with the thumb and middle finger. Place the yellow and blue yarns on the back of the fabric. Ensure the front side of the fabric is facing us. Next, continue crocheting single crochet with the yellow yarn. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook into the stitch. Then place the yellow and blue yarns on top of the crochet hook. We can hide the yarn while securing it. Now there are 5 loops on the crochet hook. Use the crochet hook to pull the yellow yarn through the first 4 loops on the hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Use the crochet hook to pull the yellow yarn through the 2 loops on the hook again. Now there is 1 loop remaining on the crochet hook. A single crochet is completed. If the horizontal V shape at the top of the yellow yarn is too large, you can pull the yellow yarn tail below to tighten it. We will demonstrate it in detail once more. Insert the crochet hook through the stitch position. Now there are 5 loops on the crochet hook. Place these 2 yarn ends above the crochet hook. This is to hide the yarn, making the yarn tail more secure, and also to prevent these 2 strands from interfering with our crocheting. Weave in the yarn tail for at least 3 to 4 stitches. You can also weave in a few more stitches. Pull the yellow yarn through the position of the crochet hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over, pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. We have already woven in 4 stitches. If you do not want to continue weaving in the yarn, you can tighten the yellow yarn. Then cut off the excess yarn tail. For the blue yarn, if it will be used in the subsequent crocheting. If you will continue to change yarns, you can leave it uncut. If it is no longer needed, you can also cut it off directly. We weave in a few more stitches. The blue yarn can be set aside. We have completed crocheting the top blue V-shaped stitches. The top is now left with yellow V-shaped stitches. This indicates that a full round of color change is complete. Now we will crochet a few more stitches. As you can see, after the color change is completed, there will be a step here. This is an unavoidable situation when changing yarn in spiral crochet. Round 4 is completed. Now let's learn how to distinguish the front side and back side of the fabric. Remove the crochet hook. The front side of the fabric looks like this with small raised rings. The back side has many small horizontal lines like this. During the crochet process, keep the front side of the fabric facing you. Tuck the yarn tail inside the fabric. Do the same on this side as well. Continue crocheting. For round 5, start by making 1 chain stitch. Then crochet a single crochet and 1 increase stitch as one sequence. Repeat this sequence twice. For the first sequence, crochet to single crochet first. The first single crochet. Use the stitch marker to mark the first stitch. The second single crochet. Next, crochet 1 increase stitch. The first sequence is completed. From the side, you can see 4 V-shapes. For the second sequence, crochet to single crochet first. The first one. The second one. Next, make an increase stitch. The second sequence is completed. Then crochet 3 single crochet. The first. Second. Third. One increase stitch. Crochet 3 single crochet. The first one. Second. Third. Next, crochet to increase stitches. We crochet to single crochet in each of the following 2 stitches. Then crochet 3 single crochet. Second. Third. One increase stitch. Then crochet 3 single crochet. Second. Third. Next, crochet 1 increase stitch into single crochet as one sequence. Repeat this sequence twice. For the first sequence, start with 1 increase stitch. Then crochet to single crochet. The first one. The second one. The first sequence is completed. For the second sequence, start with 1 increase stitch. Then crochet to single crochet. The first one. The second one. The second sequence is completed. Please count to make sure there are 36 stitches in total. Finally, crochet 1 slip stitch. The 5th round is completed. Round 6. Start with 1 chain stitch. Then crochet 3 single crochet followed by 1 increase as a sequence. Repeat this sequence twice. Start the first sequence with 3 single crochet. The first single crochet. Mark the first stitch. Second. Third. Next, make an increase stitch. The first sequence is completed. From the side, you can see 5 V-shapes. Start the second sequence with 3 single crochet. The first, second, third, next, make an increase stitch. The second sequence is completed. Continue crocheting 20 single crochet. The first, second, third, the fourth, here, we crochet for single crochet as a demonstration. The remaining 16 single crochet can be crocheted using the same method on your own. 20 single crochet are completed. Then crochet 1 increase followed by 3 single crochet as a sequence. Repeat this sequence twice. For the first sequence, start with 1 increase stitch. Then crochet 3 single crochet. Second, third, the first sequence is completed. A second sequence. Start by crocheting an increase stitch. Then crochet 3 single crochet. Second, third, the second sequence is completed. Please count carefully, there should be a total of 40 stitches. Finally, crochet 1 slip stitch. The 6th round is completed.